Now on to the last stage of our star making. We're going to make the point sticking up on the top face here. So taking our 12 o'clock strip, we're going to roll it down to 3 o'clock. So we're not going to make a fold at this point. We're not pushing it in. We're just rolling it round. And you'll see that we've now got it pointing towards 3. And I'm going to put my thumb on the top face of this strip. We're then going to turn the strip around, going back through, and we're going to feed it through this fold here, this pocket, and push it towards 9 o'clock. So we're keeping the thumb on the top, so we're not making any extra twists to the strip. Now, it's disappearing into this pocket, and if we lift this flap here, you can see it coming out here between the point of the side star, and we can now pull that point, and if I push that flap back, can you see that's tightening up and making this lovely vertical point here. Okay, so I'm going to then turn quarter turn clockwise, and now we're going to work on this piece. We're going to roll it to 3 o'clock, leaving my thumb on the top face of it. We're going to turn it around and then keeping my thumb on that top face, so we're not making any more twists to the strip. And here's a useful thing actually. Can you see what's happening? This was very pointy, this end, and now it's just, it's kind of lost its ability to go into that pocket because it's just a little bit bendy. Now what I can do here is I can just chop that off actually, and then just feed it through, and that just makes a much firmer point for me. So don't be worried about re-trimming these ends if you feel you need to. Feeding it through, I can see it coming out now between the side points, and we're just going to pull that up. There we go, and that's that one done. Again, quarter turn clockwise, roll it down to 3 o'clock, leaving your thumb on the top and turning it round, so keep it in the same orientation, and now feed it through the pocket. So you're heading towards 9 o'clock. Lift that up and you'll see here's the piece coming through. Give it a little tug, and there we are. Pull it in until it's snug. And the final one on this top side. So again, we're putting it down. Can you see how this one's started to sit over the top? It does do that sometimes, so you just might need to just gently lift it out of the way. Roll it down, turning it round, keeping the same side uppermost, and then poke it through the pocket, which is underneath. It disappears for a while, and then eventually we see it coming out of this side strip, and we can give that a little tug. There we are, and there you go. Now you've got your point sitting up here, so we can start to make this three-dimensional star. I'm going to turn it over and do the same on the other side. Take the 12 o'clock point, roll it down, using your thumb on the top to make sure that you're not twisting it again. So keep your thumb on the top all the time, and poke it through the side. Here it is coming out. I'm going to give it a little pull, and there it is, making a nice little point. Quarter turn clockwise, roll down to 3 o'clock, keeping the same side of the strip uppermost, poke it through the pocket, and there it is coming out. Pull the pocket tight. Now here, this is what's happened here. Can you see that this is caught up with one of the side stars? This does happen sometimes, so you just may need to lift it up, making sure that curl is clear of the side points, and then you can pull it up tighter. Otherwise it will pull your side point up and squash it a bit, which we don't want to do. Okay, quarter turn again, roll it down, turn it around in the same orientation, feed it in through the pocket. Okay. And then pull it in, making that top one, And now we're on to the last one. Again, you just might need to wiggle it out from underneath the previous point. Roll it down and around in the same orientation, and then through the pocket. And here we should see this one coming out. So we've moved the flaps. There it is. Again, check it's clear. And there we have it. So you've got your stars at the top and the bottom. Now, of course, you've got these end flaps all sticking out from between the side points. So a pair of scissors is all we need here, and we can just trim those off. Try not to cut too close. You don't want to be snipping the edges of the points. That will make the folds look a little untidy, but just trim them as close as you can. There's the last one. Get rid of those, and now we have this lovely star. This is a Froebel star, also called a German star or a Moravian star. You can buy strips of paper very easily and cheaply from stationers, and you can use those to make the stars, or indeed you can cut your own, but do try and cut them very accurately. As you see with all the weaving that's done, if you've got any variations in the width of your paper, you may find it hard to weave with, so you do want something that's cut maybe on a guillotine.